Hey Dan, always on the lookout for news. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I heard back from my manager, and then like obviously I was trying to get on Perth, but for some reason like something was going on behind the scenes when they didn't want me to fight on that card, and they were like trying to push me to later. Like there was a couple of different main events that were getting talked about like later in the year, but I was just like that. I want that day. I want it on Perth, so I kind of stood my ground on that a bit. They said I'll be on the card, but I just got no idea who I'm fighting. I don't care if they're ranked, unranked, higher, lower, left or right. Like I just want to be on that date. Like you know, like Kai's on it, Izzy's on it. Like I want to just have fun with my mates. Like I've been doing this so long that yeah, like they were saying, oh, you could wait around and you'll get, you know, Benil Dariush on this card a bit later, but it's like, bro, can you imagine if it's at the Apex or something like that? I'd rather shoot myself in the foot than fight at the Apex. Like, it's boring. It's not why I do it. I do it because I love walking out there in front of 10, 20, 30,000 people and getting that, like, excitement from the fans. It's like, I don't do it for the silly little number game we're all playing. Get in there. I'm just getting over that.
You've done your apprenticeship.
I've done that. I just want to have fun and fight. That's it.
So that's a given now.
Yeah, Perth, like Perth. We've stood our ground on Perth. The UFC said, yeah, we'll get them on that date, and then whoever steps up, who steps forward, that's kind of it now. But people were just harassing me for it. Like, I care, brother. Like, it could be absolutely anyone. Like, I just, that date, I'll fight any man. Like, just, then I get to sit back, pop a beer, watch Kai fight, watch Israel fight, and have a good night out with my mates. That's all I'm concerned about.
Well, you've been to the ends of the earth and fought on your own, and you've fought with your mates. You know, it is just the big buzz, you know.
It's everything. It's like training will be easy. Like when it's like everyone's here, everyone's excited, and all of that. It makes it so easy to train. It's so fun to train when everyone's down here. There's like everyone in the gym. You can feel it already. We did the boys like first spider of the camp, and we come into Sunday, and it's just like the shift in the gym. You can feel straight away. Like everyone's buzzing again. Like usually you're like struggling to get people to your spider on Sunday, and it was like we had 10 times more people than we needed. So it's like you could feel that energy already. Like it's been a pretty quiet year so far. Obviously not many of the boys fighting, like it's just, we had one. It was like Carlos kind of set us into motion, but it's like now the buzz is picking up. Now we're going to put like 2 or 3 fights back to back before the end of the year, and you can feel like just the energy and excitement in the gym.
Everybody's asking about Izzy, and you know, you know him better than anybody else here. So what's his progress?
Oh, bro, he's good to go. Like, holy wreck. Because yeah, I don't. People had no idea like the amount of injuries he was carrying into like all of those fights and stuff like that, because he was so quiet about it and just kept so active. Like, just kept pushing through, But it got to the point where it's just like, and now it's starting to just affect your performance, and you're like losing to guys who you should like cakewalk. You know what I mean? So it just took some time, fixed his injuries up, and he's just massive, bro. Like he grabbed me at sparring though. So we haven't sparred in ages. And he grabbed me at sparring the other day, and I was just like, what have you been eating? He's the biggest and strongest like I've ever seen him.
Fantastic. So, you know, tell us what else are we looking forward to as far as the fighting's going. Carlos, he's not here this morning, so I can't talk to him. But he must be really happy that the McGregor fight's still on, because that makes a big difference.
Oh, that makes like just the energy, not so much about his payday, but just like the exposure of the whole thing. Like obviously you got Conor McGregor, you got a lot more eyes that are not usually on the sport in that moment in time. So that's why it's like the perfect one to fight. But he's just got it's a perfect setup. Like Jamal Hill, he gets past him, he fights for the title. It's like that's just the way the game works. You beat the guy that just fought for the title, well then you fight for the title. And I think I was drilling with Israel when he didn't even know. He thought it was just like a rumor that fight, and I was like, nah, it's confirmed. Like Hill's fighting Carlos, and he goes, oh, and he goes, and then Pereira. He was like, and he got like actual goosebumps, like talking about, like thinking about like not only Hill, was like beat Hill, and you could see Israel's like mind just wander to Pereira and Carlos, and he was just fizzing about it. So it was like real cool to see like his reaction to it all, his reaction to the news like firsthand. But yeah, like we're all excited for him. Like he's good to go for that fight.
Yeah. Hey mate, thanks for the catch up, and we'll follow you through.
So I'm looking at my tattoos again, and I was like, I don't have time, mate. I don't have time to finish him off. I have to fight.